Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pocono Raceway for the 11th race of the NAMAR Mountain Dew Code Red Series. It's Season 3 action here in sunny Pennsylvania, getting ready for the Tricky Triangle race as we continue our trek up the East Coast. Second race here in the state of Pennsylvania. And on the pole for the race here today is going to be Jonathan Zorlin. So fun fact, this is Zorlin's second heat win earlier today, and he is now the third driver who has graced the pole every time they've won a heat. There's only two other drivers who have done it, and they're coincidentally also Fords, and one of them is a teammate, and that's Cement Oskin in the 22 and Zorlin's teammate in the 98, Johnny Gardner. All three drivers have won 2 heat races on the season and have graced the pole each time. So interesting statistic right there. He shares the front row with the points leader, Dylan Young, who just seems to never end his continuance of domination. He got his second heat win earlier today, and I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have more. He's got a total of 9 top 10s, 6 top 5s, and 2 wins on the season with a 34-point lead over Matthew Logan. Here's the rest of your top 10 starting lineup. Row 2 is Hunter Braxton and Enzo Nareza. Row 3, Audra Baran-Oscus and RJ Bishop. Row 4 is Casey Nanako and Joshua Sekuli. And in row 5, we've got Andrew Rich and Bobo Jones. Cavagnaro, who showed extreme speed in his heat race, starts 14th behind teammates Guy Commons, who starts 12th. So, let's go through those point standings, shall we? Young, like I said, 34-point lead over Matthew Logan. Braxton's up to third, 72 points back. Andrew Rich down to fourth, 81 back, with Eli Bright fifth in points, 102 back. Rest of your top 10, Guy Commons in 6th, Audra Baran-Oscus in 7th, 8th, Ryan Brommer, 9th, Enzo Nareza, and 10th, Nico Tringali. 5 seconds to the command to start engines. Let's go trackside.
If you love NASCAR as much as I do, get on your feet and help me start this race. Gentlemen, start your engine!
You ready? Radio check, West, right up there, no. Yo, is your radio check? I fired up, all right.
Command has been given. All 40 cars will roll out onto the racetrack. Just look at the clear sky. We experienced some clouds a few hours ago. They're gone. It's nice out here. What a beautiful day for racing. As before we go back to that screen, let's discuss the rest of the top 20 in points. Missing his first race of the season in the form of Nazareth, Cement Oskin dropped 3 positions down to 11th in the standings. Dale Lightning, who missed his third race of the year, fell to 12th. Bobo Jones up to 13th. James Ellison up to 14th. Jonathan Zorlin to 15th. RJ Bishop to 16th. And Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to 17th as Quentin Moore had a bad run. He dropped 5 spots to 18th. Adam Flickinger moves up a spot to 19th, while Casey Nanako cracks the top 20. He moves up 3 spots to get to 20th. So Seth Cole falls out of the top 20 from 19th to 21st. And yeah, so that is what you're looking at for your point standings. Can Ford finally break the streak? Chevrolet has won every race through 10 races this season. Does that end today? After today, teams will be permitted to place upgrades on their engine and chassis departments, and we'll see if the competition balances out whatsoever. Green flag waves were underway at Pocono, and caution flags are back. If there's an accident, it will fly. And into turn 1, Braxton wastes no time whatsoever. Straight to the race lead goes to 7. We've seen it with 24 cars twice. Here's it with 40. Can't even have the camera there long enough. Zorlin will file in line in second place behind the 7 of Braxton. Baranowskis on the inside line. Looks like she'll clear for third. Casey Nanaka, we just talked about, cracked the top 20. Good qualifying run for him. We haven't seen him in the top 5 in a while. He's running fourth right now. As Andrew Rich looks to the inside of Dylan Young for fifth. Baranowskis will make a move on Zorlin for second place. And she'll take it with ease. So once again, a Chevy top 2. 2 Fords, third and fourth, with Dylan Young holding on to fifth, and he knows that Braxton is vying for that points lead as much as Matthew Logan. Logan with a poor qualifying run. He's 17th at that start-finish line. He's on the outside line, however, so Young looking to minimize the damage right now. Of course, it's only lap 2. But he does not want to lose a ton of points to Braxton, nor anyone else who's in top 5 in the standings. But when you have a full race over everyone but one driver, there's really not much to worry about. So Young moves to the inside of Nanako. He's looking for fourth place, and he'll take it right there. How about Joshua Sekuli? We saw get second place a few races ago. He's in the top 10. He's looking for some positions. Bobo Jones, his teammate, in 8th right now. Antonio Reza, top Joe Gibbs car right now in 9th, with RJ Bishop in 10th. There's another JD car, Seth Cole in the final cars right behind him in the form of Edwin Mendez, and I think this is the first time we've seen all 4 JD Motorsports cars in the top 20. There's Guy Commons, Kevin Nero falling back. 2 Joe Gibbs cars we're pointing out here. As Braxton leads, it's going to be Baranowskis looking for that top spot. Into turn 1 on lap number 4. As it sounds like there's a car in front of them, and indeed there is. And that's Jesse Turner, so problems for the 60 we did not notice. Early problems for Jesse Turner. Luckily for him, it's a long race. But it will remain to be seen what his car's true speed capabilities are. He's going to have to work on this thing, or he's going to end his day with a 40th place finish. We'll see what his lap time is here. Baranowskis has taken the lead away from Hunter Braxton. 54.9 is very, very slow, so it looks like maybe down on power is the 60. Still faster than some drivers at the back of the field, so we'll see how much time he gains over the course of the race. Especially if this thing goes green, he'll be able to just throw it into pit road on his stop. He'll gain a lot of time on anyone who's stuck behind a lot of traffic. You lose and gain so much time over people entering pit road because you have to slow down a lot more. Not because you're not going to make pit speed, but because guys in front of you trying to make pit speed. And the earlier you slow down, the earlier the guy behind you starts slowing down. This is why we have traffic jams, people. So Baranowskis leading this race here today at Pocono. Braxton hasn't gone anywhere. He's still second. Zorlin third. Dylan Young fourth, with Joshua Sekuli rounding out the top 5 in 5th. Andrew Rich 6th. Ends on the rest of 7th. Bobo Jones 8th. Casey Nanako 9th. And Dale Lightning rounds out the top 10. So no one really going anywhere. Baranowskis might be. She's starting to pull away from Braxton, but that might just be the draft she's getting off of Jesse Turner. This should be a 2, maybe 3 stop race if it goes green start to finish. We'll have to wait and see. If they have to pit every 15 laps, I'd say it's a definite 3 stop. So stretching out to the full extent, both your main 2 runs could be pretty worth it if you want to just come down on the last stop, take a splash of fuel, no tires, and go. We'll have to wait and see what decisions they make. It looks like Baranowskis was going to pass Turner. She wasn't close enough. Now she's going to lose a little momentum as she tries to push Turner down the straightaway. Moves to the inside. That'll put Turner 1 lap down. Here comes Hunter Braxton now to his inside. But Braxton can't stick it. Turner with more grip, newer tires. Oh, but right there you can see that Turner, that might just be the 3rd gear thing, but Turner down on speed on the straightaway. That's going to allow Braxton and Zorlin to pass the 60 car. Meanwhile, Joshua Sekuli has made it by Dylan Young for 4th place. What would it mean for JD Motorsports to get a victory here in the Code Red Series? That would be huge for that team. Lightning up to 8th, Jones 9th, Nanako 10th. Mendez sits in 11th. And Seth Cole's not that far back. He is 16th place right now, as Mendez is going to look for 10th here from Nanako. And he'll take it with ease. Put 3 JD Motorsports cars in the top 10 field here today. It's Andrew Rich with a run on Dylan Young. However, Young stays in draft line. That's going to prevent Rich from making a move on him for 5th place. Turner now into 4th gear is showing he's up to speed. He's trying to get back by Hunter Braxton, as Jonathan Zorlin has made it past the 7 himself for 2nd place. Looking at the back of the field, Slade Jagger 39th, 38th Catano, got up for 36 between Boyles and Ice. 35th Donovan Cage, Jackson King, Frodemar Otts, Nico Tringali with a poor run so far. There's Marty Johnson, we know he started in 34th. Cavagnaro has faltered back here, so has Oskin. And there's a gap from Johnny Gardner in 22nd to Quinton Moore in 23rd. Monaco down to 12. Brommer moves into 11th. Bobo Jones is looking for what would be 8th place from Dylan Young, who's lost a few positions now to Nereza, Lightning, and Rich, as Lightning will make a move on 5th against Andrew Rich. Meanwhile, up ahead, Sekuli has closed the gap. Braxton has made it back by Zorlin for 2nd place, while Turner continues to try and make his way by the field. We're 10 laps in. Audra Baranowskis continues to lead the way at Pocono. We'll be back in a minute. We're back here at Pocono. We're just about getting ready for the first round. The green flag pit stops as Zorlin makes a move on Hunter Braxton for 2nd place. Dale Lightning has made his way into the top 5 and is closing in on the race leaders. There you see him right there. Braxton's not only going to lose 2nd, but he's going to lose 3rd to Sekuli, and he'll likely lose 4th here to Lightning. So Dale Lightning is living up to that last name right now. He is flying here at Pocono. He doesn't have the fastest lap time, but he has been moving through this field. So he'll take 4th from Braxton. Now he's looking for 3rd from Sekuli. But he can't get enough grip. He'll have to duck in line for the draft. That could open the door back up for Braxton. Braxton showing respect to his teammate at the moment. Andrew Rich in 6th, Nareza 7th, as these 7 cars have pulled from the rest of the pack. And there's Lightning diving it into turn 3. Looking for that 3rd place position. Mendez is in 8th, Jones, his teammate, in 9th. As Dylan Young has fallen outside the top 10, could this be the 2nd race where Young does not earn a top 10 finishing position? And there's Hunter Braxton looking to take back 4th place. That would be from Sekuli. Rich steady in 6th, Nareza steady in 7th. We're on lap 15. No one has come to pit road just yet. As Dale Lightning to the inside of Zorlin. That's for 2nd place. Now Baran Oscars has led every lap so far, but that 5 car is here. And it's unlikely she's going to keep this lead much longer. Single file line here at the front. So we watch Dale Lightning close in on the bumper of Baran Oscars. First pit stops of the day here on lap 16. It could be a 2-stopper after all, but Baran Oscars is the first one to come to pit road from the lead. And joining her down pit road, Quentin Moore, I believe. I can't tell which flex car that is from here. That looks like the 0 of Bobo Jones. Quentin Moore and Lucas Catano down as well. Yep, indeed, it is the 0. So that gives the lead to Dale Lightning here on lap 17. So like I said, depending how you stretch it, I think it depends how much time you spend in draft. Because Lightning and all these other drivers have been in draft the whole time, while Baran Oscars has not. So here on lap 17, Dale Lightning showing he will be pitting. So does Sorlin, Braxton, Sekuli, lap down car Turner, and others. And it looks like Cavagnaro is going to do the same strategy he did in his heat race, and that is staying out. So Cavagnaro and Otts stay out on the racetrack. We'll see what kind of capabilities this gives them. They're going to lose a lot of time for staying out longer on these tires, but they could gain that time back as long as they extend the run on this next run. Fill it all the way up for the last 14 laps. That could make or break them going on a 2-stop strategy and the other drivers running a 3-stop strategy. There's Lucas Catano, last car out from the first cycle. And there's the sign right there. So Cavagnaro barely got a lap lead. He barely beat Lightning at the line. See, that says .04. That's usually not too close. But when someone's on pit road, that means you barely got them. So Cavagnaro coming down. Same with Frodemar. As Baran Oscars has currently come out in front of Dale Lightning. There's Otts into his stall. And I don't know where Cavi was running, but just for a comparison, we'll watch and see where the leaders come. There they are. They're coming out of turn 3 right now. You can see Cavi is still taking his service. Baran Oscars just hit the start-finish line. So we'll just see how much time Cavi loses here. It looks like he'll come out right next to Dylan Young and others. Now those drivers, yeah, so that puts Cavi in 17th place. We'll see, he might lose more depending how long those 4 tires take to warm up. 17th or 16th, something like that, because there were 2 drivers who stayed out. Battle for position between Jones and Mendez. Braxton falls to 4th. Battle for second between Lightning and Zorlin. Now remember, Baran-Oscus pit 1 lap early. And into 4th gear goes Zorlin, Lightning, Braxton, and Sakuli. Still in 3rd is Baran-Oscus, so that could be costly track time wise for the 21 team. Cavi will settle in 16th. Frodemar would settle in 31st. As you can see, Jagger has lost draft by himself in 39th place. So there's the 13. He's stuck in 3rd gear. Tringali's having a bad day. 38th place for this Roush Fenway racing car. But there's only one way he can go, and that's up. Colt Hudson also not usually sub-top 35, so bad day for him. So we're looking for cars not in 4th gear. Oh, there's one. It's Cavi. Cavi's still stuck in 3rd. Right there he goes 4th gear. He's going to lose 18th to Matthew Logan. But now that he's in 4th gear, he'll be able to show how good those tires of his are. Oskin trying to take 16th from Bright, can't do it. Young has fallen to 15th. Quentin Moore's running 12th. What a rebound for him after last week. So now it's just a waiting game. It did not take long for them to catch Baran-Oscus. Zorlin's making a move for the lead. Just see 9/10 that time was cut down to a 10th. There's 4th gear for the 21, but she's going to lose the lead, and we know she's on 1 lap older tires than all these cars around her. So she might have to just try and keep up in draft, but for the first time today, it'll be Jonathan Zorlin leading out front here at Pocono, because as many of you know, Lightning had the lead when the 21 surrendered it to pit. Now Hunter Braxton's looking for 3rd place from his teammate. He'll take that position away. That'll open the door for Sakuli, who's in the top 5 yet again, and he has not gone anywhere. Rich is all by himself in 6th. He's got the lap car of Jesse Turner helping him out. So we'll see what develops here. We are roughly 7 laps in after the first round of pit stops. So we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back. Your top 5, Zorlin, Baran-Oscus, Braxton, Lightning, and Sakuli. Welcome back to Pocono Raceway. Jonathan Zorlin continues to lead the field. Dale Lightning 2nd, Braxton 3rd, Baran-Oscus 4th, and Joshua Sakuli is in 5th, but the battle is raging on for that 3rd place position. Sakuli's right there. You can see Baran-Oscus to the inside of Braxton, and Baran-Oscus will take away that position. Remember, she's got 1 lap older tires than the rest of this top 5. So all this battling from her is kind of allowed Zorlin and Lightning to pull away just a little bit. Go through the rest of the top 10. Andrew Rich in 6th. Ryan Brommer has just made it up to 7th place. 8th is Skyke Commons. 9th, Bobo Jones. And 10th is Edwin Mendez. He's battling that position with Nereza in 11th, who's going to lose that to Dylan Young, who was in 12th. 13th, James Ellison. 14th, Casey Nanako. And 15th, Quentin Moore. Catching them from behind, Matthew Logan in 16th, Eli Bright 17th, Smet Oskin 18th, and Alan Cavagnaro in 19th, while Marty Johnson rounds out the top 20 in 20th. Johnny Gardner 21st, Seth Cole 23rd, Deaver 24th, Bishop's fallen to 26th, now 27th because of Adam Flickinger. Fitzwater's having a bad day, he's 28th. Tringale's back up towards, or back into the top 30 rather. He was running 37th right after pit stop, so hopefully the pit team doesn't hurt him really badly. Now you can see down to 38th is right here at the end of the pack. There's Slay Jagger by himself in 39th. Not having draft is terrible. So back to the front of the field. We're probably 5 laps from pit stops. So I'm running out of things to say. Look at the point standings. Heck with it. So Jonathan Zorlin came into this race 15th in the point standings. He's got a top 5 and 3 top 10s. Meanwhile, Dale Lightning running behind him in second is 12th in points with only 7 starts on the season. By the way, Zorlin has missed a race. Lightning's got 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 5 top 10s. So in the time he's been in the main, he's done very well. He's got a 10.86 average finish. Meanwhile, Zorlin in 9 races at a 16.6. So Lightning is more consistent, and here's a move for the race lead heading into turn 3. Does Lightning clear the 00? He does. So taking the lead for the first time under normal conditions will be the 5 of Dale Lightning. But now Zorlin's got the draft, so we'll see what he can do with it. Baran-Oscas has actually caught back up with her 1 lap older tires. She's still 3rd. Sakuli is 4th as Braxton has faltered behind in 5th. Wow, tough break for that 7 team. So the battle is on at the front. Meanwhile, all the packs that were stretched out have begun condensing. So 7th down to 19th is one big train. We'll see how that affects green flag stops, which could occur at any moment. And just like I said, right back to the inside goes Jonathan Zorlin. This time Sakuli goes with him. He's looking for 3rd. And it looks like they will both get the positions they wanted. Lightning's going to fall in line behind the 00. He can't quite do it now. Sakuli had such a run. Sakuli gets to the inside of Lightning. Oh, but Sakuli can't keep it through the bottom of turn 1. So now Sakuli battling hard side by side with Baran-Oscas. And Sakuli will hold on to 3rd. Lap 31, gotta wonder, does the 21 have to come down pit road here soon? She has been in the draft mostly, so no signs of having to pit just yet. Or from anyone at that matter. As we look at the spectator camera, great camera angle down the front straightaway. No signs of anyone coming to pit road here on lap 31 to 32. That's a good thing, because if you can stretch it 18 laps, you can stretch it from here. Cavagnaro did that on the first stint. Now his tires have not helped him pass anybody, but he has kept up. 8.5 seconds behind the leader. Sakuli looking to the inside of Lightning. Is Sakuli coming down pit road, though? That's the real question. That answer is no, so once again the top 4 stay out. Now you've got to wonder as we look down the long straightaway, is anyone coming in? And it looks like that answer is still a big fat no. So every driver stretching this sucker out, they want to make it green to the end, one big run. It would be 17 to go next time by. They should all definitely be able to do that, especially considering what Baranowskis is doing right now. This is her 18th lap with these tires. So I think she definitely has to pit this time, but I don't know about the others. And that is indeed the case. So the 21's coming down pit road. Sorlin, Sekuli, and Lightning are going to stay on the track. So it looks like everyone's stretching this run 18 laps. So Baranowska's down pit road, seemingly by herself so far. No other takers. Yeah, no other takers as far as the eye can see. So she's the lone driver down pit road. Oh, wait, is someone coming down back there? Yes, Lucas Catano coming down pit road. So Catano, he couldn't make it another lap. Quentin Moore and Bobo Jones, I guess, can. I think that's kind of crazy. And Jones falls all the way to 13th. So here we are on lap 34. This is where the strategy's changing. Look, Sorlin and Sekuli are going to stay on the track another lap. Meanwhile, Dale Lightning and Hunter Braxton will come down pit road, including lap down car Jesse Turner. There's Oskin. There's Bobo Jones and Quentin Moore. Adam Flickinger we can see in the distance. That's Corey Riggs coming down. Benjamin Ice. So the strategy has changed greatly here. And let's just see what Lightning will do. He's closest one to the front. Slade Jagger's coming down as well. Donovan Cage on pit road. So 4 good years for the 5 team. And he'll be out and away. So now it's how much time are you sacrificing here as Sorlin or Sekuli? Because if you're still taking 4 tires, this is pointless. So Sorlin will come down pit road here. This time it would be 15 to go at the start-finish line. Sorlin, Sekuli, Brahmer, Commons, Young, Rich, Logan, Wright, Nareza, Nanako. There goes Cavagnaro. He stays out. Everyone else is coming down from the looks of things, except for the 28. So once again, Frodemar will stay out with Cavagnaro. Now the big thing to wonder is, what if a caution came out right now? What would that do? So let's see what the strategy play is here for Sorlin. Now I want to see that flagman. That's why I took away the graphic. I want to see the flagman at the back. I know I can see the caution lights at the front. So yep, 4 tires here for Sorlin. And he's out of his stall. He'll be the first one out of pit road from his group. There's Baranowskis. She'll go by. There's Lightning. Now she's still in 3rd gear, as is Lightning, so if Sorlin can get it into 4th, that would be huge for him, especially for Braxton. There's Cavagnaro. He'll be coming down pit road here for his service at 14 to go. And there's Frodemar Otts as well. These are the 2 drivers who elected to stretch it as long as they could. Not sure if this was a ploy for leading laps or looking for a caution, but it ended up not really working out. Unless Cavi takes 2 tires here. Yeah, 4 tires. So that'll give the lead back to Baranowskis. And we'll step away one last time and we'll be back for the remainder of the race. Welcome back here at Pocono Raceway. New race leader Dale Lightning made the pass on Baranowskis during the commercial break. Of course, I've mentioned it so many times, getting it into 4th gear is huge if you want to keep the lead. It stinks when you have to wait until you get into the draft of the car in front of you to make that transition to 4th gear. That's what happened to Baran-Auskas, and that allowed Lightning to make quick work of her and take the lead away. We know Lightning has 1 lap fresher tires. He just gained a 10th on Hunter Braxton with 11 laps to go. We know Braxton pit the same lap as Lightning. Meanwhile, Zorlin and Sekuli pit another lap later. Not sure if there's enough time for them to get the full benefit of that lap newer, because we saw that it really didn't do anything for Cavagnaro. He was still stuck in 19th place. So it looks like we could see the second Junior Motorsports driver on the season get his second win, or possibly the third and final RCR driver, Baran-Auskas, get her first win of the season. And how coincidental it would be if these 4 race stretch went Lightning, Logan, Logan, Lightning. That would be crazy. I actually had that happen, I think, 2017 NRSL Mountain Dew Fluid Cup Series. I'm pretty sure there was a stretch of races where it did just that. One driver won a race, next somebody went 2 in a row, and then it was back to the driver that won 3 races ago. I think that happened. I'll have to double check my history log, but I'm pretty sure that happened in one of my other series. So this is looking to be just like that if Lightning gets the checkered flag. It would be the 7th win for Junior Motorsports on the season, and the 11th win for Chevy on the season. Those other 4 wins, you might ask: James Ellison, Ryan Brommer, and Dylan Young twice. So you've got a win from Andrew Rich, Eli Bright, and Hunter Braxton. 2 wins from Matthew Logan, and 1 win from Dale Lightning. At this current moment, it could become 7. So, I mean, Junior Motorsports is just showing me this. Junior Motorsports is showing me, okay, we know that the final round of the playoffs is 5 cars, and we think we can have all 5 drivers in the final 5. That's what I'm seeing so far. Now, chase drivers are locked into every race. Once you are eliminated, however, you have to race in through the heat. So that's where the whole battle for 6th and points can heat up. Is, oh, so you're gonna be locked in, but if you get eliminated after round 1, you got to race in. So the way the heat races will work for the playoffs will be, they'll be smaller fields. We'll basically take whoever made the playoffs, take them out of the heats, see what we can do to balance the heats, because we're going to still try and keep it to where there's 1 car from each team in a heat if we can, and we'll rearrange like so and try and recenter the heats, because there's 48 teams. So we'd be having 28. We'd have 2 14-car fields, and we'd just do top 10 instead of top 20. So that's how we're looking at it in the future. And when 5 drivers get eliminated from the first round of the playoffs, you know, that would be, oh, well, there's going to be 1 more guy in this heat than that heat, right? So I think that that's just a pre-concept. I think considering it would be an odd number getting eliminated, the best thing to do would be is still have everyone run the heat races, because we're running under the concept that if you win the heat, you get to start on the front row. So why wouldn't we have the chase drivers just run the heat races under that premise? So I think saying that out loud and on this video, it will likely be that everyone still runs in their heat races. We might switch certain drivers to balance it out to be just 10 chasers in each heat, or we might just leave it the same. We might just leave who we've got that we've had in 11 heat races so far, because we've just gotten used to them being a part of that heat. So that's just stuff rolling in my head here while I do this race. I figured we'd talk about something interesting because Dale Lightning's keeping a 0.4 of a second lead over Baranowskis. Baranowskis has one lap older tires. She's basically running the same laps as Lightning because of the draft. And meanwhile, Braxton isn't gaining anything. Zorlin and Sekuli can't seem to do anything. Battle's on for 6th though. Ryan Brommer and Matthew Logan. Logan was outside the top 15 before the last pit stop, and he was racing his way up, and now he's looking for 6th place. So Logan with a fast car. Dylan Young's made it back into the top 10. As you know, Braxton and Logan are looking to gain points over Dylan Young. So right now, Logan would be gaining 3 points on Dylan Young by finishing in 6th. That's not a lot, but that's still something. As we're going to go 3 wide. Dylan Young's going to make it 3 wide. He had help from Oskin. Brommer's going to fall back instantly. And with 5 to go, Dylan Young trying to minimize some damage. It's also minimizing damage for Braxton. Because here's the breakdown. Again, 6th to 5th, 2 points. Up to 4th, that's 5 points now. Up to 3rd, that's 8 points now. So 8-point difference from 3rd to 6th, which with where Dylan Young's running translates to, he's up to 8th because Brommer just fell back out of the top 10. As we've got a caution flag. We raced back to 4 to go. I believe the race is over. I believe it's over, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure the race is over. If it's not, it would be a 1-lap shootout, but I believe because Jesse Turner's a lap down, this race will be ended. Again, I could be mistaken, but let's just run the math right here. Right now, Logan would gain 2 points on Dylan Young. That would shrink that gap to 32 points. Meanwhile, Braxton, who's in 3rd, I forget if Braxton led a lap. I don't know for sure, so I'm going to go off of it as if he didn't. So we'll do the math here. 3 points over 4th, 6 over 5th, 8 over 6th, 10 over 8th. So it's 10 points for Braxton if he didn't lead a lap, so he would be down 62 points now. So Dale Lightning might get a 2nd win of the season here in what would be the first race to end under yellow. Let's take a look and see what brought out the caution flag here at Pocono. Alright, I did not look at the replay because it was pretty basic. Basically, Lucas Catano was coming down the front stretch. Something let go. Camshaft let go. He blew up. He was on the front straightaway. He stopped right near the entrance to turn 1, and the leaders were coming out of turn 3, so they threw the caution. You know, there was oil all over the front stretch, and they made the decision to end this race on their yellow. Obviously not the finish we wanted here from Pocono. I mean, it looked like Lightning had it in the bag regardless. But with that, we'll give you the top 10 finishing results here and now. Dale Lightning, permitting he doesn't blow up, will win this race. It'll be his 2nd win of the season. Audra Baranowskis will get 2nd. Hunter Braxton 3rd. Joshua Sekuli with another top 5 finish in 4th. Jonathan Zorlin in 5th. The rest of your top 10 would be Matthew Logan, Sky Commons, Dylan Young, Cement Oskin, and Eli Bright. So Young will get his 10th top 10 finish of the season in only 11 races. So that's a pretty crazy statistic. You know, that's unprecedented. But Matthew Logan, who will finish 6th, will get his 8th top 10. Both drivers have 2 wins and 6 top 5s. So it's just the 2 top 10 difference, and then the average finishing position statistic, which we can look at later. Coming in, Logan had an average finish of 9th and Young 5.6, but taking the checkered flag for the second time this year will be Dale Lightning. So right there it is official. So Lightning came in 12th in points. He should catapult back up into the top 10, especially with where Tringali was running today. Where did Tringali finish? Oh, he got back up to 22nd. Okay, it might be close because he got 22nd and Oskin got 9th. So he might be back in top 10. He might only be 11th. We'll find out. You'll see the points in the rundown. But so here is the official results. And I realize I kind of don't click down. I have not been clicking down the past few races to show you guys if you finish outside the top 28. I mean, if you don't finish in the top 28, I think it should be like, well, I didn't get a top 28, so I did sucky. But I'll try and start showing this again for you guys because I have been lacking since I switched from Bandicam to NVIDIA. You can't take screenshots with NVIDIA, and I don't feel like having another program open just to take screenies of the results. But anyways, Dale Lightning is your winner. I didn't even mention it the whole race. Next week, or next race, I should say, because we do 2 tracks in a week. Next race, we're heading to the state of Delaware. We're going to be running on the high 1-mile banks of Dover. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Then we head to New Jersey for Trenton, which is this weird track with 4 left-hand turns and 1 right-hand turn on the backstretch. And then we're going to go to the 3-mile superspeedway of Coca-Cola for the first of 3 races in the state of Massachusetts. So I will see you guys next at Dover. Dale Lightning, your winner. He is your 3rd multi-race winner on the season.